Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As I promised you guys in the last video, this is going to be a book haul. It is a pretty big one, so I'm not going to go into detail about what these books are about, because there's a lot of books here, you guys. So I'm going to kind of split it up a little bit in this video and do the books I purchased and then the books that I received as gifts. So we're going to do it that way because, like I said, there's a lot. So, starting off with books that I purchased, which there is not very many books that I purchased. Most of these are gifts. But, starting off with books I purchased. And sorry, all my books are behind me, so if you see me turning around, that's why. I don't have room to put them up here. But anyways, first book I purchased is Crimson Death by Laurell K. Hamilton. And this is part of her Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. So I got this beautiful, beautiful hardback. I should have been more prepared. The last four books are all ones I purchased as well. So I got The Sinner by J.R. Ward. This is one of the books to her Black Dagger Brotherhood book series. If you guys are not new to my channel, you guys know I've talked about this series multiple times. I really, really enjoy this book series. It is a adult vampire romance kind of series, and it's really, really, really good. So I got The Sinner. I then got Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. I've heard lots of really, really good things about this series, so I want to give it a try. I then got Anti-Darken from Kiersten White. I actually have not heard a ton of things about this book in particular, so I'm excited. It sounds pretty good, so we'll see. And then the last book that I purchased is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. Not sure how to say her last name. I'm sorry if I butchered it because your girl can't talk. But anyways, so A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Again, I don't know much about this one either, and I actually prefer to go into a lot of my books that way, not knowing a ton about them for the most part, but it sounds really, really good, so I'm excited to give it a try. Now on to the big bundles of books that I received. So the first whole entire set of books I received from a giveaway. So a girl in a group that I'm in on Facebook so kindly decided to do a giveaway. And I had said, she had mentioned this author, and I had mentioned in a comment that I have never read a book by this author before. She's compared a lot to J.R. Ward. If you like the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, this is another author a lot of people say that you'd probably enjoy. So she was super, super kind, and she sent me, I don't even know if this is the entire series. I don't think it's the entire series, but it's like at least a good chunk of the series. And it is, I'm not even sure what this series is called from her. Midnight Breed series, I think, maybe. But anyways, so these are probably not in order, so don't quote me on the order, but you guys can look it up if you want. But the author is Laura Adrian, and so this girl, super sweet, sent me all of these books. So she sent me Midnight Awakening, Midnight Rising, Taken by Midnight, Veil of Midnight, Kiss of Crimson, Kiss of Midnight, and Shades of Midnight. So that was super, super sweet of her to send those my way, and I very much appreciate it. And I told her as much after I received the package, because I was thinking maybe like one book, and I got a huge surprise when I opened that package. So again, thank you, big thank you to her. She knows who she is. The rest of these were given to me by a friend of mine. I have talked about her on my channel before. I used to do borrowed books. I used to do like a borrowed book haul series on this channel a long time ago, and she was the one that I got a lot of those books from. And she so lovingly said, hey, I'm purging my own personal mini library. I set a bunch of books out and I want to give them to you. And I said, amazing. So of course I'm gonna take them. I did give her back the ones that I already had copies of, because some of them were the same books that I already own. But the rest of these, like, I'm so thankful, and she knows it. So let's get started and dig through these bags, because this is going to be the longest part of the book haul. So the first book I have here is The Lost Prince by Julie Kagawa. This is part of her Iron Fae series, which I still have yet to start because I want to collect the books first. But I heard really, really good things about this book series. The next book I got is The Morganville Vampires Volume 1, which includes the books Glass Houses and The Dead Girls Dance. Again, heard really good things about this series as well. So I'm excited to see if I like these. The next book I got, I've never even heard of. It's by Franny Billingsley, and it's called Chime. And I've never heard anything about this book before, so hopefully I like it. I mainly took this one from her when she offered it to me, even though I don't know what it's about, because I think this cover is stunning. So that's kind of why I took it, to be honest. But I'm still excited to read it. There's a little blurb on the front that says that it is a moving, creepy, intense, sensual, and absolutely exquisitely written story. And that is by Libba Bray, who is I know she's a well-loved author in BookTube. So I'm excited to see. The next book I got is by Larissa Ion, and it's called Bound by Night, and it's part of the Moonbound Clan Vampires series. Again, I don't know if this is the first book to the series or not, but I'll look it up later. But anything with vampires, you guys know me. Anything with vampires, I'm going to take it and read it, and hopefully I'll like it. Some of them I do, some of them I don't, but for the most part I do. So, the next book I got from her is part of the Sweep series by Kate Tiernan, and it is the books Reckoning, Full Circle, and Night's Child. I don't know which volume this is. Oh, it's volume 5. So, it's a big bind up of these 3 books. It is volume 5. I do own volume 1, and I think I might own volume 2 as well, but I haven't read them yet. But this is volume 5, so yet another one I can add to that collection. And the last 2 books in this bag are back with Julie Kagawa, and these are also part of the Iron Fae series. So she also gave me copy of The Iron King and The Iron Daughter. So once I figure out what order these go in and what books I'm missing, I will get started on that book series, and I'm excited. Alright guys, last bag of books. It's a big bag. Last bag of books. Alright, so the first one I'm pulling out is by Lindsay Sands, and it is called Bite Me If You Can. And I do believe this is part of her vampire series. Is it called the Argiano vampire series? Or is that a different author? It's one of them. But anyways, she had this, and I know I do have a couple of Lindsay Sands' other books to this particular series. So I knew I didn't have this one, so I was super, super happy to get my hands on that one. Next one is called The Damned by L.A. Banks, and it is part of a Vampire Huntress Legend series. Again, never heard of it, don't know anything about it. A lot of these books, actually, I don't know pretty much anything about, so really excited. The next one I'm pulling out here is another Lindsay Sands book, and it is One Lucky Vampire, and I was correct. It is called the Argiano Vampire series. And that is that book. The next one is back to Laurell K. Hamilton, and this is Cerulean Sins. I probably butchered that. But it's another one of her Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. And this is a series that I am currently reading. I'm on book 2 of this series, and so far so good. The next book I have here is by Kresley Cole, and it is called McCreeve. It's part of the Immortals After Dark series. So if you guys know anything about any of these books I'm talking about, please let me know what you thought of them. This is another series. I hear about it as in, like, if you like the Black Dagger Brotherhood, you'd probably like this. But other than that, I don't really know anything about this. So if you guys know anything about any of these books I'm talking about, please let me know. The next book I have here is by Jackson Pierce, and it is called Sisters Red. I believe this is a retelling, or like a reimagining of Little Red Riding Hood, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what this is. And then sticking with Jackson Pierce, I also got the book Sweetly. And this one is, I have no idea who this one's supposed to be about. Hansel and Gretel, maybe? I think it's Hansel and Gretel retelling. So she gave me this one as well. I then have this one, which is by Christine Freehan, and it is called Dark Slayer. And I don't know what series this is. It is a very, very worn book, so I can't read a lot of the front cover. It is very well loved, but still excited to give it a read and see what I think. 2 books left, you guys. We're down to the last 2 books. So, I have Dark Water by Sharon Sala. And this one sounds like kind of like a mystery or a murder mystery, and I've been really into those lately, so I'm excited to read this one. I'm excited about all the books, you guys. All of the books. And then the final one is by Kresley Cole. It's another one of her Immortals After Dark series, and this one is Dreams of a Dark Warrior. So, that's it. That is my book haul, you guys. I don't even know how many books that was. I will put the number of books down in the title. However, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. It is wonderful to be back. And I will see you guys in my next video. Not sure what that video is going to be, but I'll plan it out and everything before we go too much further, because I want to keep this rolling. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, quick question before we end the video. I was debating on doing kind of a reading vlog style video. Maybe doing it for like each week to do like a once a week release for video wise. And I wanted to know if that was something you guys would be interested in. If it is, make sure you leave a thumbs up down below. Comment down below, let me know so I know what you guys want as far as my book content. I could also do like just regular little vloggy kind of a day in my life or like a week in my life or whatever, which is not super interesting. But you guys might be interested in that. I don't know. But like I said, I kind of really want to do a reading vlog. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've never done a video like that before. I don't even hardly like ever edit my videos, as you guys know, because I ramble a lot. Your girl can ramble. So, you guys are probably well aware that I don't, most of the time, I don't edit my videos. But if that's something you guys are interested in, please, please, please let me know. As always, hope you guys are happy and safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.